This one called Outpost Siberia from IDW. One of the two designers is John Gilmore of Dead of Winter fame. And
he likes the cold.
He really does. And basically, they described it as a cinematic survival horror experience. I want to.
So you're going to get chased by a bear.
You're a group of specialized researchers. You're drawing from an outpost deck. You can use them as weapons, etc. It's cooperative. New threats can come out, and you're trying to survive. What's interesting about it, really, is that this is, they say, the plan to be the first of 4 different games in a series, each one using the same kind of mechanics, but at a different location. They're going to be $19.99 each.
Are they all going to be horror?
All kind of that horror, yeah, survival
horror. I mean, that's
horror.
cool. I mean, that sort of has that, makes me think the Forbidden Desert and Island sort of deal. Well, however, I have one issue, judging by the picture I can see here. I mean, you can tell me wrong. It looks like a tin. Well,
that's my favorite part of this quote. With the added bonus of a collectible tin. So yeah, they are going in that direction of the.
Not a fan of tins.
Of the tins. No, I feel like no one is, but I get if you're marketing it to perhaps a more casual audience.
Casual people like tins more?
I think it's shinier, and when you see it on a I'm being dead serious.
No, I understand. It's just so funny when you think it, when you say.
When you see it on a shelf, and you're not someone who has to worry about stacking board games, like you only have a few or none, it looks more appealing. It looks more like a toy or a collectible thing than a cardboard box. And so I think that is something to think about. But it's interesting because the game play didn't sound like Forbidden Desert makes perfect sense because that's more of a family game, or like Sushi Go, those kinds of things. This sounds maybe on the lighter side, but not necessarily for the family audience.
Yeah, but I think we're at the point when casual doesn't have to mean family. I mean, with Cards Against Humanity, Apples to Apples, a lot of these games came out in our, I'd say, high school youth.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're all old and depressed. So we now have the income to buy this stuff and try to convince friends to come over and play them.
Yeah, I think so. So it does sound cool. I'm curious to hear I guess they're going to be Outpost, Location will be the other titles. And they're cheap, so if it's fun, it could be a cool...
Now, because I do like the idea of stranded and surviving stuff. It's always fun. I mean, that's how a good horror game usually works. We want to throw our hat into the ring of an area you should do, a train.
Oh yeah, get a train. Outpost train.
Hey, I think that would be an excellent one.
Yeah, it could be. I wonder how different they'll all be also.
That's true. Well, it depends, because if you want to keep the mechanics or not. Like, the train would have to be pretty different because you're on a moving object that's more lengthwise.
Right.
So that's why I think that would be a good one.
Pay attention, IDW. We're giving you gold right now. If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out rollforcrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.